Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, The Gentleman Reviewer. My name is Evan and I'm the one that started this channel. Before I get going into what I'm reviewing today, I'd like to take a minute to say thank you to everyone who's been subscribing to me on all of my different social media platforms. It's really helping me grow. I had a little spike there a little bit ago and then it kind of leveled out, but it's still going up slowly but surely. So if you like what I've been doing so far, please hit the subscribe button to support a new vlogger, blogger, whatever. I don't even know what I am right now. But it's really helping me out. So let's get into what I'm reviewing today. So I have this blue canvas backpack from New Trend Zone. This one's a no brand kind of name. You can find it on newtrendzone.com. A very, very similar one, or actually just about the same one, you can find on Amazon for Yousu. It's Yousu. Looks exactly the same. It's probably very similar. I don't know if this is a knockoff version of it, but from everything I can gather, they're pretty darn near the same. The name brand one might be a little bit better quality, especially if this one is a knockoff. So I ordered this from New Trend Zone. I found it in a ad on Facebook as I was scrolling through. I guess I was searching backpacks, and you know how ads work on Facebook. They just kind of pop up and say, hey, you were searching backpacks on other websites. Here's something that you might like. And they actually got it right on this one. So right off the bat, I like the way it looked. It has kind of a modern look. I've used canvas backpacks before, and I've liked what I've seen or had. The one that I had was a messenger bag, actually, and I always liked it. You know, it's not really waterproof or anything like that, as canvas tends to soak up water. I mean, you can get waterproof canvas. This is definitely not one of them. When I got it, I opened the bag. I liked how it looked. I liked these straps on the front because if it's laying on its back, you can just pick it up super easy. And they seem to be, you know, somewhat sturdy on it. So that's about as far as it went, as far as what I liked. You know, it looks good. It looks modern, looks unique. But as I was using it, I just started to really not like some of the features on it. So let's kind of dive in a little bit to what I liked and what I didn't like. Sorry, let me get over to my notes on this guy. So like I said, this came from New Trend Zone, which ships from China. So it took about a week or two to get here, which is actually about average to, you know, a little on the quick side. So it came in just two plastic bags. One looked to be the factory packaging, and the other one was what New Trend Zone mailed it in. Even though it came in some plastic, it did seem to stand up to shipping overseas, which is kind of impressive. So when I put everything in there, I tend to carry quite a bit of stuff for my job. It was able to hold everything, but it didn't do what I wanted it to do as far as, you know, organization compartments. Right off the bat, it seems like it has a lot because it's got these two side pockets right here. As you can see, though, they're fairly small, and I carry a 1.5 liter Nalgene water bottle, which fits in my Osprey Tropos side pockets pretty well, but it didn't, you know, it obviously won't fit in this one. It has this front pocket right here that I put all of my corded stuff in, and it just, you know, that was about, I put all my small items in there, like some sticky notes, erasers, lead refills, pencil refills, stuff like that. And then this one, so it's kind of deceiving. It has two zippers on the side, but they both open to the same pocket. And I carried my two A5 journals in there, and they fit pretty well in there, but that's about as large as you can get in that. This, though, it seems like a good pocket for stuff that you're going to need to grab pretty often, and they're snap fit. So I put stuff like my work badge in there because when I'm out in the community, I don't often wear it, and I don't want to lose it, so I'll throw it in here. And I put my business cards in there, and stuff that I needed pretty often. It got pretty annoying to get to pretty quick because with the snap fit, you know, you gotta have something behind it to be able to snap it. And so I was often, you know, again, if you put stuff in here that you need quickly, just not a good idea. This is too small for stuff like that, and I already had stuff in there. I put my charging cables in some of these, and it just, you know, it took up the whole space. So like I said, I was able to get everything in there. I just wasn't able to organize it how I wanted to. The main compartment is pretty roomy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a good shot of what it actually looks like. Let's see if I can get a good shot for you guys. Hopefully you can see that. But it's pretty roomy. It's got a laptop sleeve in the back that I don't know how big of a laptop it will hold. Let's try to get a good shot again. Again, I'm sorry if this isn't working. I don't have the best setup for reviewing backpacks yet. But it's got a laptop compartment right here that has a strap. Pretty big, roomy compartment in there. And then what I really didn't like, and again, I hope you can see that, this is where you store your pens. You know, right in the main compartment. Right here is where you store your pens, right in the main compartment. It's got two, so you can hold a good amount of pens in there, but you know, when you're putting stuff in there and pulling stuff out, especially when you're putting stuff in there, it's going to get caught on the pens, and when you're pulling it out, it might hook the pens and pull them out with it. And if you're carrying stuff, even like a Parker Jotter, for example, something that's fairly cheap and easily replaceable, but you know, you don't want to lose it. So it's just, that seemed kind of like a design oversight, like, oh hey, we need some pen pockets in here, let's just put it in here. As you can also see, as I've been using with it, it's not very sturdy. It's pretty, I don't know the right word for it, but it just doesn't, you know, it falls over easily. It makes it hard to get stuff in and out. The pockets will catch on whatever you're trying to put in there, like my Padfolio, for example. So that got pretty annoying pretty quick. The straps on this are actually a good example of, I've said in my last two videos that I really don't like wimpy straps, because when you're carrying a heavy load, because when I load up, I have 1.5 liters of water, all my stuff, which is like a Padfolio, a bunch of papers, a bunch of pens because I like pens, a couple notebooks, and so that can get fairly heavy. Oh, and my tea tumbler, which also has this, it's only about 8 ounces, 10 ounces of water, somewhere in there, but it adds some weight to it. And so these, like I said, this is a good example of what I don't like. They're not very well padded. They do seem like they'd stand up to lugging some weight around though. So I'm not worried about them breaking, because you can see you've got some canvas straps right here, which is what it's sewed into. So these, for adjusting the straps, got pretty annoying pretty quick. When I was carrying it on my back, I wasn't able to adjust this very easily. It seemed to lock it into place too well. And so most of the time you should be able to push it up like a lever, which will allow, when I'm doing it like this, if I can get it to work, let's try. So if I'm pulling down on it like there was some weight and then I were to pull it up, it's actually locking right now. I was able to get it to work yesterday. So it's hard to adjust, which I don't like on my shoulders. I like to be easily able to loosen it and then pull it back up to tighten it up to what I like. So that was a feature that got really annoying really quick. So I guess I've covered everything that I wanted to. It's a good canvas backpack. It doesn't have a lot of storage options. It's got, how many pockets did I count in it? The main one with the laptop compartment, I do prefer a separate laptop compartment. I think it just adds some extra carrying options. Then you're not carrying your laptop with all your books or anything like that. It's got the main compartment. It's got two side pockets, and then 3 pockets on the front, for a total of, I can't do math very easily, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pockets total, and just, you know, like I said, I really prefer my Osprey Tropos. In comparison, this is 30 liters, whereas the Osprey Tropos is 32, so very, very, very comparable. It's just the storage options that really get to me. So if you're the type of person, you don't really have a lot of little things to carry, this might be a good fit for you. It's fairly cheap. I got it on New Trend Zone. I think it was $20 is what I got it for, because it sells for $40. They list the price at $96, but that's just probably to get you to buy it. Like, ooh, this is a great deal. I think you can get the brand name on Amazon for about $36 to $40. So like I said, it's a good canvas backpack. It's not going to be waterproof, so if you're in a place that's really rainy or snowy, it might not be a good idea. Might want to invest a little bit more in a waxed canvas to keep the water out. But it was more personal preference for me because I like having a lot of storage options, because I have a bunch of different stuff that I like to carry, that some stuff that I want quick access to, some stuff that I want to keep separate. So for example, with my charging cables, I have a Galaxy S9, which is a Type C, and then I have my charging bank, which I can't reach right now, but that's a micro USB. So I carry both with me. My tablet's also a micro USB. So I have to carry both, and with the Osprey Tropos, there's separate pockets I could put it in. With this one, they all had to go in the same pocket with the power bank, and that's just kind of annoying to me. I like being able to keep it separate so I know which one I'm grabbing and I'm not having to dig through a bunch of cables. So like I said, good canvas backpack, just not a lot of storage options. So keep that in mind if that's something that you're looking for on these. New Trend Zone did have some pretty good customer service. I also ordered a pen from them, which I might review in the future. It's kind of a no-name tactical pen. It's the first tactical pen I bought. It was like $5, and with the coupon I got it for $2.50. So what they did, it was rusted, and they were willing to send me a whole new pen. I was like, hey, just send me a new refill, because that's what was rusted. Parker style refill. The tip was really rusty. I was like, hey, just send me a new refill. I don't need a whole new pen. They were willing to send me a whole new pen. So I think if you were to run into some problems with this bag in the future, they would stand by their product and send you something new at no cost to you, or do something to make it right. So again, thanks again for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. I'll include a link below to the written review of this blog, where you can see some better pictures of some of the features that are available on this. It's really hard for me to do especially the main pocket on this video, as probably saw. Yeah, thanks again. Thanks for watching my channel. And again, if you liked it, please subscribe. Hope you all have a great day.